I want to talk about why people didn't last on a path. Why people don't last because things don't go their way. They do too much, and they don't get the same result. The same the same input that they put doesn't equal the same output. But people gotta understand things take time. You gotta build things. You gotta water it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep watering the crops till it gets the nutrients it could get from being properly moisturized and taken care of so that it can grow to a better plant. But people don't understand that. They keep doing it. I'm not saying working hard and quantifying things is bad. No, keep doing that, but also put energy towards it. A lot of people just have a wrong way of doing things. Not even that they're doing anything wrong. Of course, they're mastering their craft, but when things don't go their own way, they want to get mad. Why don't you just master your craft? Forget about like the results. I get it, your survival mode. You want things, you know what I'm saying, because you got to survive and it's for your own need. But just master your thing, become better at it, you know what I'm saying? And also create a new version of yourself. Like, focus on breaking down stuff to create new. So basically, get the things that you used to think about or what you used to think about and try to learn from them and create new ideas. Basically, you're changing your mindset. You know what I'm saying? You're altering it so you become something else. So you can put out a different energy. And of course, this is going to change you because you're not doing the same stuff, the same habits. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have more positive input inside of you, which equals a different output. I'm not saying everything's just going to pop up out of nowhere, but you're going to notice how you do things and the responses you get from everything else in you, which is going to change you psychologically. You're not going to look the same. You're going to beat it. You're not going to be the same. And that's why people look at you weird or certain because you're changing. You're becoming a better. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's nothing really wrong with you, but people don't look at it that way. They don't last. They just keep doing the same thing and then expect something to change. I'm not saying don't mastercraft do these things. Do these things. Focus on multiple ways to do it. Keep be obsessed with it. Don't even focus on a result. Like keep pushing yourself. What are you trying to reach? Like be specific. A lot of people are not specific and also they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They want money, they want this or that. Nothing wrong with it. But it's like when these things don't go their way, when they go past a certain threshold, it's like now there's like they're stuck. At this point, it can't even be about anything. It gotta just go past your soul. You basically have to do this just just for a lifetime. This gotta just be your life's purpose, bro. It don't gotta be about achievement or anything. You're basically creating just a beacon. That's what you're creating. You know, like think of it as like you trying to like build a spaceship to leave this planet. That's gonna take ages, bro. Sometimes you may even not even finish that project because you know you didn't have the right tools or the money. But then you pass the idea down so it could be finished. You know, like that's what you got to see your what you do as dad. It got to be an obsession, like not even obsession because sometimes you're not gonna always feel motivated. You're not gonna always feel high about things and delightful. So have that reasoning logically in the back of your mind that I'm doing this for a higher purpose, a higher reason. I'm going past my soul. I don't care what anything happens, whatever he or she says. I'm just doing this. I'm creating an energy. That's what I'm doing. And that energy is going to come back and reflect, and it's going to affect everything else. This is what I'm doing. I'm creating a beacon of light. I'm planting seeds, and this is what I'm doing. It don't got to be about achievements. That's going to come on its own. I got to just build the baseline. but you're just so focused on these things. You don't have no longevity. So you lose focus. You're so caught up with everything else and what's around you in your environment, you know? And you're so caught up in your where you're at, your hometown, and everybody else's limitations that it just strings you along with your new mindset. But you gotta understand that there's more to go. There's more to learn. You gotta understand that your brain could attain and retain multiple informations. Your brain is like a big old projector. You know what I'm saying? It can inject and project things. Think of it like that. So just think of it always things to go, but people don't think of it like that. They get string along with the limitations of people and their environments. I know that happened to me in that, but you got to be strong. Like you got to have a higher reason to why you're doing it. You know, a lot of people are just doing it for validation, like so they can feel like they're doing something right. But it's like as soon as certain people are not doing it, or they string along, or they don't be as like you know productive, they stop. Then everybody else just stops with them. They fall. No continue. It's like you're doing a project with a class and people just start getting lazy, like they don't want to do it. They start to like, get kind of distracted. And you're the only one who's doing it. But you don't want to do it because everybody else is kind of slacking off. But don't slack off. Even if everybody else is not doing it, just do it so you can at least get a grade. But people are gonna do that. They're so caught up, you know, in the outer world and especially their own limitations. It's just a lot of programming. I'm not blaming people specifically for this, but it's just a lot of programming, man. You got to have a higher reason to why you're doing this. It got to be to the point where you're just doing this for a lifetime. It's like to the point where you're going past your soul. If my soul is not satisfied, then I won't do it. You know, not about anything mundane or surface because that's going to kind of keep you stuck. So this is why many people didn't last on the path to being better. So yeah, that's why people didn't last as a path of rising as a soul. So thank you guys for watching.